Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Dr. Uchenna, and today I want to talk about 5 ways or 5 steps, that we can take to get our life back on track when we've lost our way. Now, the truth is that everybody on this journey of life loses their way because there's no roadmap for us. There's really no direction. So we have to make our way. We have to find our way. So it's likely, that you have missed your way and you're trying to find your way back to your authenticity. So I'll be talking about 5 ways or 5 steps that we can take to get back on track. I'm speaking about it from my own journey and the lessons I've learned along the way. Number one lesson for me was to surrender my life, back to my authenticity. Surrender just means to let go of the wrong path, let go of those limiting circumstances, those negative and toxic behaviors that have made you want to turn back. Because when you lose your path and you're on the wrong path, then you'll be doing the wrong things and you'll be getting the wrong outcomes, which do not reflect your inner desires, outcomes that do not reflect your highest values, outcomes that do not reflect your higher self. Um, that is why we want to turn back. So surrender is the first step for me, and surrendering just means a commitment, a cry from your soul within to go back to who you were, to find your real path in life. Most times, this surrender is triggered by calamity, by struggles, by suffering, by pain. When the pain has reached an extreme and you can no longer take it, that's the time that most people surrender. So it can come in the form of an illness, it can come in the form of any kind of disaster in your life. It's a sign for you that you're not on the right path, and you can feel it in your body that you're not on the right path. So there needs to be a compelling reason why you're turning back. Look at that reason. Why do you want to go back? Not go back, why do you want to return to your path? Why do you want to return to your authenticity? Why do you want to return to who you know you really are? If you can find those reasons within you, and if you can just commit to those reasons, then it becomes easier to surrender. Surrender is a process, it takes time to let go of your own toxicity and to let go of the behaviors and the places and the environment that have led you into that wrong path. So these are the three things there under the surrender category. There has to be a compelling reason. Number one, is usually triggered by calamity. Number two, then there needs to be a deep cry from within you, from your soul, from your spirit, um, to to break free. And when you make that cry out, the universe, God, will listen to your cry and bring you out of your suffering. So surrender your suffering, surrender your will, whatever you think you want to do, what you're trying to force. Don't try to force anything again. Just learn to listen to the voice of your spirit. That is, um, by my analysis, that's the first step. The second step, number two, after you have surrendered, you know, what you have to do, where life is going to take you, basically, is into a place of solitude. And this was the second step in my own journey. Solitude just means I had to escape from the place where my suffering was taking place. Not heal in the same place that got you broken. Not heal, even, when you're surrounded by so many people and everybody's trying to tell you what you're doing and what you're not doing and all that. So you just need a space for yourself. where you can do your self-reflection, where you can get to know who you are, where you can build confidence back in yourself, where you can listen to your inner voice and hear the real spirit that lives within you. So that's what solitude is about. So solitude is a place of self-reflection. It's it's a moment, it's many moments in time when we can get to listen to our own voice. It's a time, where we separate ourselves from society, from the culture, from the environments where we were before. And if you go into this place, it's not a place of loneliness because you're going to be accompanied by your own spirit, um, which will bring joy for you. So it's a time where we analyze our lives, we look at the past and see what we have done, take responsibility for the actions that we have taken, where we learn to forgive ourselves for any mistakes that we have made in the past, where we learn to accept ourselves for who we are, everything that we are, our mistakes, our weaknesses, our strengths, our everything. So that's what solitude is about. Listening to yourself, listening to your inner voice. That is the voice of God. That's the voice of your intuition. That is our real guide. That is our compass in life. And because there's so much noise, there's so much surrounding noise, we're not able to listen attentively. We cannot hear that voice. So when you're in solitude, all the other voices drown away, and you can actually hear yourself again. You can actually, grieve basically of your past and let it go. This is where the letting go happens because you're allowed to grieve, you're allowed to cry, you're allowed to mourn your own self, and then start transforming um, to your new self. Yeah, that's the second one, and it's about solitude. Number three, when you come out of solitude, you come back into the world, and what kind of people do you want to meet in the world? What kind of life do you want to live? You will have had you must have had some kind of answers, when you were in solitude. So you can now start building back better. And to build back better just means to, for me, it was to create a kind of support system for myself, an infrastructure of people, um, an infrastructure of people and activities and environments, that support my new lifestyle. Um, Not new in the sense that it's new in the sense that it's original. I support my authenticity basically. So it's about building an inner circle, building a network of people, an inner circle of friends that reflect where you're going to, not friends that reflect your past. So this is where you need to cut off people. You need to cut off relationships that no longer serve your highest purpose. You need to cut off habits and behaviors that no longer serve where you want to go to. So this by surrounding yourself, with positive people, people that reflect your future rather than your past, you're able to hold yourself accountable. You can build more confidence in yourself because the support system is there to help you, to guide you, to mirror where you're going to build confidence in you. These people normally, they're like angels. They listen to you and they're on the same path with you, basically. So if you surround yourself with those kind of people, you feel more empowered, you feel more inspired, you feel strong, you strengthen yourself. So that's what the support system is about. Um, yeah, so that is the third step. Find your support system. Basically, look for people. You will find them anywhere, everywhere, either in physical reality or even on social media. Social media is a very great place, to locate people that are going on the same kind of journey with you. So that's the third one. The fourth step, is to start speaking your truth. Um, Start speaking your truth to yourself. Start speaking it out in public. Start speaking your truth to other people. Start speaking your truth to your support system. By speaking your truth, you can heal yourself of the pains that you have been through. You can break out of your comfort zone by speaking your truth. Speaking your truth can also help heal other people. There's a real power, very big power, just in being who you are, saying who you are, saying your truth about yourself. This is where manifestation starts from. Once you're able to speak your truth will heal you and heal others around you. And that healing is going to bring you back to yourself. That healing is going to ground you in your reality and in your destiny. It's going to ground you on the path to your destiny. It's going to direct you to the path of your highest calling. The truth is the highest form of love that we can give to ourselves. Um, and by speaking your truth, you can attract people that believe in you, people that believe in your truth, people that people that will be inspired, by your life. So it takes a lot of courage to do that. It's not easy, but is the greatest way, to heal your body, mind, and soul. And if you keep speaking your truth consistently, that's not lying to yourself. Um, then gradually you're going to be able to get the discipline and the willpower, to start to keep on the journey back to who you have always been, which is a very, very powerful light. There's a powerful light inside of you that needs to be unleashed. There's a mission, there's a vision that you're here to accomplish. And if you can start speaking your truth, that's the shortest cut to getting to that highest purpose of your life. Yeah, that's number four. Speak. Then the last one, number five, start serving people. Be of service to people. After you've gone through these first four steps, you would have found out some part of your purpose. You'd have found out what you're here to do. You'd have found out a lot of things about yourself. You'd have known your strengths, your weaknesses, the opportunities to present, and the threats. That's the SWOT analysis, which you would have done efficiently and effectively if you have followed those first four steps. So at this stage now, you're serving people. Basically, that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing service to humanity, um, by speaking my truth, by teaching what I've learned, by helping people, for free. And I'm doing it for free for a long time now, for years. And I can see the results. They are all coming through. So this process I've talked about now, it's a self healing, methodology. It's an inner engineering methodology. It's an inner healing method, that can help you get back on track when you have lost your way, um, in life. So by serving people, you get to become more of who you are. You get to give out the value you have, because the aim of life really is to give everything that we have, is to teach, is to share, with other people, to help other people grow, to heal ourselves and to heal people around us. That's what the whole humanity thing is about. Everybody is going through one kind of struggle or the other, and we just never know. You can't just look at somebody and know what the person is going through. So you understand, then you have self compassion, compassion for yourself, and you understand that everybody is going through one kind of struggle or the other. And the best way to live this life, is just to be kind to other people, be of service, be a servant, and just help and serve, basically. To serve is to give the gifts that you have learned along the way, the wisdom, the knowledge, the everything you've learned. Give it out, push it out. As you give it out, you get more value from people. You get returns you're putting out into the world. So that is the end. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you guys again when I make the next.